gets old.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Neighbors Podcast. Thank you, Spondu Ballet, as always, for playing us in. And you know what? It's No Shave November.
No Nut November, I think the saying is.
I haven't ate a single almond all month. But I've already jerked off like 12 times.
You're canceled. You gotta get up by
every episode.
You gotta get up out of here with that bullshit.
But no, I haven't shaved at all. So I mean, Colton, you
Fuck.
kind of look
I shaved literally yesterday. Bro. I honestly didn't even register. Honestly, I look clean from this side, but I fucked up this side really bad. I just sliced into it, and this side's inverted. So it's okay. I just have been keeping my right side to people as I walk by or I'm talking. But otherwise, I honestly didn't even realize it was November, and I'm behind on the times.
It's November 8th, my guy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I haven't been doing,
It's been doing shit but jerking off and whatever the hell you've been doing.
No, but honestly, no, I have stopped jerking off. So, anyways, how are you guys doing?
Nah, you can't just fucking continue a conversation like, I have stopped jerking off. Anyways, how was your day?
Anyway, Mr. President.
Anyways, Joe, what flavor ice cream did you want?
We should do some commentary on the... they're having the Republican debates tonight.
Really?
Yes, they are, yeah.
Wow, God, look how out of the loop I am. I don't know shit about our politics, our local ones.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got, the whole squadron out there. But I don't think this is that type of podcast. The only commentary that we talk about are the politics of the fucking block.
Yeah.
Of the neighborhood, more specifically.
That's the way that goes. The RNC, as far as I'm concerned, I couldn't care less.
RNC?
Yeah. That's the, Republican National Committee, right? Isn't that what that is?
You are probably right. I am just unfamiliar.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm ignorant to the topic for the most part.
I'm pretty sure that's what is referred to as that. I could be wrong, though. Yep, the RNC debate. Yep, that's right. It is tonight.
I figured you were totally right. Honestly, when it comes to politics, I've always kind of stayed on the outskirts and let my just my moral feelings kind of lead the way when it comes to stuff. I don't really look at it by a party system. You're Keurig, man. It was
that was Jack's Keurig.
I was gonna say.
No, I think that was the heaters.
Or the jukebox.
Nah, I think it's coming from over there.
It sounds from over there.
No, that was the baseboard heater.
These old fucking houses.
We'll have to edit that fucking shit out. That little clip.
Yeah, maybe we should just start.
I think so.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that. Let's just prepare a quick huddle before we start.
Okay. Let's do the huddle right now.
Yeah, because
we
can obviously put them then just.
Okay. All right.
Closer.
So I had a couple of things that I wanted to talk about that are pretty...
All right, great. Let's just start with that. Let's just go ahead and read those off.
So, let's see. The first one was No Nut November.
And that was all I had face. You always has been jerking off, you fucking bastard.
That's my list.
That was that was the list, and I titled it "We Are So Back."
Oh my god.
No, but I went to the movies.
What did you see?
I went to the movies on Halloween night, and I saw The Shining.
Oh, was it just a Halloween showing type thing?
I think this is so funny. I'm sorry.
How funny is that?
It better be funny. Yeah. Oh, it is funny. Getting the nails done.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
it's so good. Gay, but the fact that Steven looks the way he does,
it was cold.
You're smooth with it.
I was letting him cook.
Okay, so actually, let's talk about that night. So
let's talk about the gay but slay night.
That was the night I had went over to Bridget's house, me and Courtney, and we were all hanging out. Maybe we had a couple beers.
You know damn well more than that happened.
Just a few.
Maybe we drank a whole bottle of 1800 tequila. And I honestly don't think I have ever gotten this drunk before. Like, I was like, dude, guys, I'm telling you, like, I was fucked up. I was seeing stars, dude. I'm not even, like, being facetious or anything. Like, Courtney had to drive me home. And she has a...
I bet she was that.
You had to get driven home by a girl.
She has a torn ACL. Dude.
Oh my god.
That's how you know his ass was schlong.
Fresh out of surgery.
Dude, no, it was crazy. So, you know, we had a couple beers, and then we decided, oh man, we should all go on a vacation together. So we made, like, plans to go to Puerto Rico, which we will be going on February 1st. And that's going to be something really exciting. We'll have to record a pod over Zoom that week.
Damn, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so already we were like, you know...
Or me and Cole will do a twin... We'll host the episode, a twin episode, and then you'll talk about it when you get back. Be like, all right, my 2-week hiatus, here's the Puerto Rico vacation.
Yeah.
Highlights.
So is that going to be you, Courtney, Bridget, and Corey?
It's going to be... no, not Corey.
No. Bridget hates Corey.
No.
Who was the guy you were just saying you were hanging with?
Pat and Mayara.
I could have sworn you said Corey, but I could be mistaken.
No. So it's going to be the 5 of us on this trip. We got 2 amazing Airbnbs. It's going to be awesome. We rented a car. We have all the details worked out, and I'm super excited. Zevin, no phones at the table.
I know, I just turned it on. I just put it on Do Not Disturb. I don't want to be disturbed right now.
So yeah, we all got drunk, made plans to go to Puerto Rico, whatever. But what happened was we ended up Bridget busted out her like nail polishing set, her kit that was like had 52 different colors of nail polish. And they're like, oh, Steven, what color do you want? What color? You know, that Courtney and Bridget, they were just, you know, like Van Gogh. They were doing their nails. Then I was like, okay, I kind of want to do mine. So I did like dark blue, like navy blue, like royal blue, like cerulean blue.
Like cobalt blue?
It was like a cobalt blue, exactly.
Like royal blue?
Yep. And I did that, and dude, like this nail polish literally smelled like fucking tar. It was so toxic. And Bridget was saying,
felt like you're getting high.
How great it was. Oh man, this is the top of
it's
the line.
vegan.
She's like, this shit, yeah, no, exactly. She's like,
knock your socks off.
She's like, this is the best shit you can get.
This shit boosts your immune system. It makes you smarter. Gets you
like,
bitches.
She said, no, dude, this is what she told me. She said, you have to put on a base coat. Okay, then you have to put it under this machine that she got. Then you have to put on like fingerless gloves.
Oh, the light,
it's a
the
UV
light thing.
Light.
Yep.
And that's what I was holding in that video. It was like a little like UV light, and I didn't put the fucking gloves on, and it was like stinging my skin.
It's the radiation, bro.
Dude, yeah, no, like literally, and you had to put your hands in that like base coat. Put your hand in, do another coat of the actual color. Put your hand in, do another coat of the color. Put your hand in. And then they said some shit about the top coat, but at that point, like, I was already
out
really fucking drunk and like just didn't do it.
And nails didn't matter anymore.
And no.
And the tea party was over. And now Steven was blackout drunk, posting on the Instagram.
I had to fucking get the shepherd's hook and yoink his ass, bro.
Archive.
I saw that dumb shit. I was like, oh, what did he post? It might be funny. And then I looked. I was like, oh, hell no. I was about to angry text him. I literally sent this shit. I deleted it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this in my own hands. Went to the Instagram. I didn't even delete it. I archived it. I thought about deleting. I'm like, I'm gonna archive it so we can see this shit tomorrow.
Bear witness.
It, right?
No.
No.
It deletes it off the page, but it doesn't delete it permanently.
It saves it into like a folder.
But we're the only ones who can see.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
if you know, you know.
Yep. I got drunk. Posted some things on the Instagram. One of them was funny. I made 4 posts, and one of them was gold.
25%.
You know that That's a good average in my book.
Shit, a good average for me is 4 for 4.
Hey, well, Scott.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe it when I see it.
All right, that's enough. Say less.
So, whatever. I painted the nail. Bridget said that they were gonna last for 2 weeks. So I kind of was thinking like, oh my god, like, dude,
they're
I'm
cemented.
not gonna be able to get this off for 2 weeks. And like, literally, like when I got home the next day, like they were just like it was literally like peeled off of my fingers.
Y'all, I would have had to chop my fingers off.
Y'all probably like skipped a step or just did some.
Steven's drunk ass was scrubbing
as
him
fuck
at 4 a.m. in the bathroom.
Yeah, well, not exactly. It's November. But we got really had a couple drinks, an entire bottle of tequila, and dude, we were on Omegle. We just had the laptop in the middle of the counter. Like, she has, like, in her kitchen, like, this island. We put it in the middle of the island, and we were just, like, slamming shots, like, with people on webcam. You know, just fucking...
Just seeing what rolls in, who pulls up.
Dude, we finished the whole bottle, and I didn't find this out until the next day, but I already showed you guys. We had it... I had my computer screen recording, so I had the moment, like, where I, like... blacked out. I had like the screen recording of us on Omegle, just fucking. I don't even know how I did the shortcut to do that because I always have to look it up every time because it's so complicated.
They always do be adding some extra shit.
It's like Command Shift 3. Well, that's how it was like with mine, which is older. So yours is probably a bit more complicated. But
you know what? I do remember it. I'm surprised I remembered it because
it's literally 3 buttons.
Command Shift 3 is screen capture, like a picture.
Yeah.
And then Command Shift 4 on a Mac, that's the screen record. So I must have done that. And
you probably clicked the 1 and took a picture and then hit the 4. Like,
come to find out today, we all just found out that Omegle has been shut down officially.
Rest in peace, dude.
2009 to 2023 or 2014, excuse me. 9 years.
That's honestly crazy.
We were literally on that in like middle school, late middle school. I want to say like.
I remember people being in that shit.
God.
Like people being on that in the computer lab in middle school.
Yeah, literally, you'd turn around the corner and it'd be like 3 kids in a corner in the computer lab just on Omegle in school. And yeah,
so
oh my god.
And they finally figured out a way with AI to filter out all the penises.
Which I know you were sad about because that was your favorite part about,
Dude,
painting your nails, November.
I was
braiding your nails.
Painting your nails.
Because it was Bridget's idea. She's like, oh, let's go on Omegle. I was like, oh, really? I was like, hell yeah. I'm like, they got rid of the dicks. And she was like, dude, no, she was like, damn.
She's like, that's what I was going on for.
She's like, never mind, let's do something else.
I was like, hell.
Dude,
every other clip.
She's a tree.
No. Not at all. But, so, whatever. Literally, everyone was, we shuffled into the living room, and we're listening to music, and I was so drunk, I was like, I need to lay down.
That's always the mistake. You went to lay down, and then probably an hour later, you're like, oh, I gotta throw up and shit.
Well, no, I went into the family office, right, and I was like, I just need to be alone. I can't be in front of people right now. So I went into the her office or whatever.
Fighting demons by yourself, but you're hella fucked up.
No, yeah, I seriously was, dude.
You're fucked up, but you gotta separate yourself because you're like, I cannot be seen like this. I know. I need to have pure silence. That was me. That was me when I went to Cindy's brother's wedding. I was partying for a while, and then
you gotta tell the guild trip story when you just disappeared for hours in the woods, but never mind.
Another pot.
Another time. Save it for later. But.
And I was just spun out, dude, and this office was covered with stuffed mallard ducks and swordfish pinned on the wall.
I feel like that would trip me out.
Model cars, and it was just absolutely bizarre. It was like a menagerie of like instruments and just old woodworking pieces, and like for some reason like an obscene amount of barbecue books. And I started reading about like barbecue, and I was like, just trying to get my mind off of
being shit-faced.
Drunk I was, because I was like, I literally need to drive home to Wisconsin like in 20 minutes. What I mean? And then in the other room, I just hear everyone listening to Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm like,
I gotta pull back up.
All right, I'm a hot girl. My nails are painted. Time to fucking go back in there and shake my booty.
I'm surprised that didn't raise me from the dead. I should have been like,
open the door.
But no, man, you know what? I honestly don't think I will drink tequila again after
You're
that.
lying. It's bullshit.
Mark
you said this last week.
It'll be for a time.
I'm gonna be one of those people that like has a drink. You know what I mean? I'm like, if they don't have my drink,
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, that's fact.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, Scott.
Well, yeah, we'll see. But as for now, like, man, I can't be doing that shit anymore, man. I have a family to think about.
You don't got a family.
Yeah, that's true.
I was about to say, what family are we talking about?
But I know someone that does.
Crickets.
Oh man, but yeah. Have you? Wait. Let's go back to the movie. Have you guys ever watched The Shining?
Yeah, scary movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super good. I love that movie so much.
That's like one of the final scenes is like in the basement, or in the family is like in the enclosed room with like is it aliens or whatever the fucking monsters are?
What are you talking? No, is not that
which one
movie, bro.
is that? That's Signs. That's Signs.
I think so. Oh,
that's Signs.
Dude,
my
no,
bad.
Signs is
my
like
bad. That's Signs.
A scary fucking.
I was gonna say that. I'm terrible with names. I mix them up.
Right.
Too bad, but
The Shining is about.
I don't know if I've seen The Shining.
There's basically this hotel in Colorado that closes down for the winter because they can't plow the roads to get up to it, and they need like a family to stay in the hotel for a few months to like keep the boiler running and all that thing, and the caretaker, historically everyone that they've had turns to madness. Like they get cabin fever because they're just like locked in this hotel. And basically, I don't want to spoil the movie. Have you seen it?
No, but feel free to spoil because I'll still watch it.
So basically, the father ends up like.
Don't listen if you want The Shining spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Skip this part right now. I'll give a warning.
I mean, it's been out since like 1980. But basically,
some people weren't born until 2000, Scott.
That's true. You know what? That's very true. That's true. That's facts. That's on God. That's on Granny. That's on Y2K.
What is Y2K?
That's on Year of the Dragon.
What is Y2K, Scott?
Year 2000. Have you never heard that before?
Oh, I mean, I'm familiar with the year.
You've never heard of Y2K?
No, not it being said like that.
You're literally born in Y2K.
I know, but I don't say that.
That's
I don't abbreviate it.
Oh my god.
I'm like, yeah, I'm born in 2000, not like, yeah, Y2K.
That's the only year that has a cool name like that. Literally.
Y2K.
I will wear that as a badge of honor, bro.
Sure, I'm gonna get that tattooed on my face.
Y2K.
I'm gonna start claiming that shit.
Y2K, yeah. The double zeros. But in The Shining, what happens is very similar because basically the father of the family, he ends up turning mad and he ends up becoming, like murdering his family. Or he tries to murder. Actually, the family.
He's a little angry.
The family gets away, but he tries murdering his family.
Honestly, you said the first two sentences the hotel closes down for the winter. One family has to stay in it to keep it running. That alone, I'm like, I feel like I would go crazy too.
Yeah.
Like being in a northern state, even Wisconsin, being here, I'm like in the dead of winters that are like cold and snowy. I'm like, no, I could not imagine being in a fat ass hotel just like alone. With well, I mean, you got your family maybe, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like that would be sketch immediately. At least there's that.
But Scott, your ass better be put in the doghouse.
No, Courtney likes it too. No, so honestly, one of the greatest movies of all time. So good, still holds up. But they actually made a sequel. I think it was like a Stephen King book, and he wrote a sequel about the kid who actually got away from the father.
Damn.
And it's like the
that
kid
intrigues me even more.
And it's called Dr. Sleep. And I just watched it the other day because I didn't even know that there was a sequel to The Shining, but I saw it on HBO and I was like, wait a minute, like we literally just watched this movie. Let's put it on.
How was it?
Dude, it was good. It was really good. It was like it
wow.
It was how do I say this? It was just like one of those movies that like you feel invested in and you want to keep watching it and you want to see what happens.
That's my kind of movie.
And
that's how a movie should make you feel. That's exactly how a movie should make you feel.
And it's based about so there was this cat in the movie that it was like in a hospital. It was like a local cat or whatever in a hospital, like nursing home, whatever. I don't know exactly where they were, but the cat would always go to the patients who were about to die. Because like the cat could like sense,
that death was coming.
The death molecule, being released from the patient or whatever, and that was actually based on a true event because there was this other, I forget in what state or where it happened, but there was this cat who actually became like, I don't want to say famous, more like infamous, but they wrote like a story about like this cat who. They had at a nursing home that was literally like...
Was this like going and guessing...
Like, dying patients.
Yeah, damn.
Which I thought was interesting. Because cats are very receptive to energy,
I think a lot of... I won't say all animals, but at least like cats and dogs are both very receptive to just... I mean, all of the inner workings of stuff with humans that we don't understand, whether that's like disease, emotion, like that's why we have service animals and that kind of stuff. And even when like... Your animals will almost always know when, like, even when you're sad or if you're pregnant, like, your animal knows before you do, generally. Like...
Is that true?
That's at least what I've heard.
Source? Trust me, bro.
Yeah. No, like, Wikipedia.
When
I put the entry in.
When Courtney got her ACL repaired, first night, she's all laid up, and there was like this just random cat that just like came into our house and like literally just like went into our living room because we had the back door open, and it went into the living room onto the couch, and then it went up to like her leg and started like, how cats, it looks like they're like making
dough,
kneading or whatever.
They're kneading, like the cat literally jumped up on her and was almost like aggressively.
You talking about Strawberry?
Yeah, Strawberry. Yeah, the cat that lives outside of my house. And she jumped on top of Courtney, and which was kind of out of character, but was literally like just really working,
getting in there,
like massaging her.
Yeah,
dude, it was crazy. I swear to God, like I
and that stuff, you can't really explain it. You're like, I know that
Strawberry
you're
the other day. I opened the door, I was like, Strawberry. She literally came, like stuck her head through the fence, like came over. I want to give her some food.
I heard you say that.
I want to give her some food, but because I did one time, I gave her food from Yuki's bowl, and my cat was pissed. Because I took it like from his bowl and then put it outside.
In front of him.
Right in front of him too. Like he was pissed, but
dude, that cat I already fed this morning, and I come home from work and Courtney's feeding it again.
I know.
She looked so hungry.
That's why I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I didn't.
I will say that her coat is looking much softer and silkier since you guys have been feeding her. She was looking a little mangy at the start, but now she almost looks like an indoor cat.
Honestly,
with how she be eating.
She's softened up, bro.
Yeah, she's eating well. She just walks back nice. And forth between the neighbors. She's a neighbor now.
She's a nice outside cat.
Mark asked if she was pregnant.
She's got a clipped ear, so she's spayed.
Yeah, but he said that he left his you know how he leaves his trunk open?
Yeah.
Overnight for some reason?
Yeah, why does he do
that?
Because
they forget it. They open
it's
the
not
car.
Like he leaves
they
it.
Carry
they
stuff in,
exactly.
and they forget it's open and don't go back outside to close it.
100%.
He said he woke up and the cat was in his car.
It's cold.
Nice.
It's cold, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't fucking do that. Yeah, let me just leave all my cars and everything unlocked.
Strawberry's Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say Strawberry's like the concrete cellar beneath your guys' duplex is a little chilly in the winter months. Do you think you guys are gonna let her come inside if she wants to during the
She definitely will, because I opened the door and she came in immediately.
Yeah, I mean she comes inside now, but
gotcha. Yeah.
If we close it behind her, I mean I would let her out. Yeah.
Hope she keeps using the bathroom outside.
Well, I mean, she can bounce inside and outside. I honestly don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't want to take away any freedom
that she has
towards anyone. So if that's the way that it works out, then that's great. But I'm pretty on the fence about it. So that's the way that it is.
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't see because normally sometimes it's the line's moving as we're doing it, but
it's moving.
Well, okay. I was gonna say, Steven, I regret to inform you because I wanted to originally watch this with you, but I fell victim to binging it all yesterday in one sitting because it was that good, and it was that Scavengers Reign show that I sent you the trailer for.
Oh!
That was that, but honestly, I would watch it again in a heartbeat immediately. And it's
I'm over it.
It's like an interplanetary type of, I guess, sci-fi show that takes place after humanity has kind of, gone through the ringer and out in space and kind of destroyed space stations and whatnot, and we just get the perspective of 3 or 4 different groups of people that are, and.
I thought that the
on a crazy planet
that show looked amazing.
And it's American made, so I was kind of didn't really know what to think going into it. But I looked at the ratings when I was looking up what days the episodes come out, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it 100%, and IMDb gave it a 9.4, and it's got great fucking reviews. And
wow.
I honestly the story, the art, it's all it's just enthralling as fuck.
You know what? That surprises me because I always feel space just seems so
lame,
desolate to me. I
almost
feel anything with space, it should be so cool, but I almost am not interested at all.
And that's how I've felt for the majority. There's not a lot of things I've watched that I've been interested in when it comes to the space genre.
I've always been interested with space, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think about that all the time. I'm just I look outside sometimes at night when there's a bunch of stars. I'm waiting for the alien ship to fly. I am that's how I feel.
I guess I miss.
No, you are, dude. That's facts.
Yeah, it's facts.
I remember coming home in the driveway one day, and
you.
This man was fucking just looking up at the stars.
I get a FaceTime on a regular enough basis. It's bro, look outside, look upstairs, look up at the sky right now.
He says regular
right now.
It's been twice. And one time in particular, there was some crazy shit because even his girl came over too, and she saw it too. So it wasn't just me.
There was some weird shit going on.
Yeah, you saw a UFO this summer.
I mean, I don't want to say all that. Once you say that, once you use that term, people look at you all retarded. So
okay, well,
maybe it was a bird, a plane, a UFO, whatever you want.
It was an unidentified flying object.
It was no plane that I ever saw, and it was something that was at a lower altitude than a plane or helicopter would have ever been at. So, I personally believe it's a UFO. I'm not going to say it's an alien. I'm not going to say it's this. I can tell you that it wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a plane, and I couldn't really tell you anything further than that. But it would definitely, if you had seen it for your own eyes, it would be one of those things where you're did I actually see that? Am I, stupid? Am I, retarded? Or am I, I would say am I high, but like I was sober when it happened, so I knew I wasn't.
I've always been intrigued in space and just like what's out there, but I think like media and shows and stuff that I've seen have never like captured that kind of like mystery or kind of the feelings that I have kind of felt towards space. So I guess I have always kind of been turned away from sci-fi shows that are kind of like interplanetary and like life in different worlds, different planets type thing. But I think someday, Elon Musk gonna make us living on Mars and shit. So we'll see what happens. What lifetime do you think? How many generations would you say till you think we have a civilization on a different planet than Earth?
Here's the thing: if we had the technology to get further in space without our shit breaking and losing contact, we could do that. We could literally do that right now. We can move to a planet that has there's multiple similar planets like Earth.
Yeah.
Probably that do have light, and we know that those exist, but there's no way of getting there. Yeah. So let's say a discovery came 10 years from now. Some random genius was born. He cracked the code for technology. He created a type of device.
Light speed travel.
Well,
or something.
I mean that, or just like a type of engine that never dies, or something that isn't like gas power, like something that no one could have ever like thought of. That was, you know what I mean?
Revolutionary.
Not exactly. Yeah. That's what it's gonna take to get to that place. Like, so that could be 10 years, or that could be 10 million years, or we might never get there. It's just like that's how I see it, anyways.
I feel like what you're saying, I would see more plausible than like humanity colonizing Mars.
Yeah.
Because that narrative just doesn't really make sense because Mars doesn't have an atmosphere. So, I mean, the amount of, just...
Oh, yeah, I've thought about it. Mars would be a terrible idea, right?
You know what I mean? Like
at first, until you have shit built there, and then it'd be crazy just going there and then seeing, like... Imagine being, like, making it to a planet, like, obviously after a long, like, journey, and then, like, looking at Earth, like, looking at, like, that view from like, where you are.
I think
so imagine that.
Like, well, they just said, even from pictures that we have of Mars, there's a crater in the center of Mars across half of the planet that they said it's literally over half of the planet. And they said this one crater, like, our Grand Canyon, for reference, which I obviously never seen, and they say unless you've seen it in person, you can't comprehend how big it is. But they said that is literally like not even a sliver within what this whole half of planet of Mars is.
And they also say there's a lot of radioactive like history on Mars. Like they've done like tests and stuff of the ground, and that there's like ridiculous amounts of radiation like that say this is all like facts, so you can look this up. It's not me telling you some bullshit. They've done tests on Mars, and there's more like nuclear, like I guess you could say matter that shouldn't be there that is. Like, for example, when we leave, like, when we drop a bomb, or when we test, like, a nuclear bomb in the desert, there's always going to be, like, radioactive shit that's going to be there for, like, generations to come until it wears off eventually. Yeah. And there's an amount of that on Mars that is, like, so crazy that, because you would think that that's never there, but that's, like, that leads you to believe, like, okay, is there an event that happened, like, years ago that, like, obviously we don't even know about because we can't even get to Mars. We've only gotten to space in recent years. Or is it just, like, an element and it's, you know what I mean? Is it something else?
But and they said that
Mars... There's a lot of mysteries like that.
They said that Mars used to have oceans. Its atmosphere used to be closer to ours, obviously in our atmosphere. And, yeah, what you were saying... Yeah, I actually saw something, I think, talking about the same thing that was saying,
I almost wonder, like, why almost do, like, people don't talk about space more? Like, I've always been, like, intrigued by it, to be honest, like, fascinated by, like, outdoorsy stuff, but, like, space particularly, because it's, like, so vast, and, like, when I look up into space, I just think of, like, what could be out there. Like, let's say, like, think of, like, how Earth is. So many people, like, 6 billion, however many people on this planet, each having a life doing something at this simultaneous second, just like me, you, and Colton right now. Like, imagine there's also, like, worlds, like, probably, realistically,
worlds,
hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of planets just like ours. But, like, they could be even further than us. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's so crazy.
That's what I think of when I like look like.
And I think that's the problem with people. I think that's why people don't.
I just wonder why people don't.
People are afraid of the unknown, or to ask those questions that like they can't rationalize an answer for, and so they kind of rather not go down that rabbit hole. But I totally agree with you.
They'd rather stop you from going down that rabbit hole.
I watch a ton of Neil deGrasse Tyson's podcast. He's like the Nobel Prize person. He's one of the like super fucking
he's been on Joe Rogan
and our stuff right now. But I watch a ton of his stuff, and I think he's actually like a physicist or astro something that I'm far beneath in terms of understanding. But listening to how he just like explains in terms of like how shit works in like a black hole or our universe, and how our like time is warped, and how like they can calculate shit from just like where the position of the stars is. It's like all of this stuff is so far out of reach for like the main people's grasp, I would say, but someone figured this out however long ago, and people just continue to like fucking map shit out with the stars. I guess.
Think of like people like Einstein, people like Nikola Tesla. Yeah, exactly. Like these are the people that like were the like those people, not just them, but like their ideas, their discoveries, mixed in with other people's like collaboration is like what allowed like society like to advance, like, and like Jay Rockefeller and like all these other people like during the Industrial Revolution, like all these people, like it wasn't just one person that like made the world what it is today.
No,
it's just the actions of people that were born that were great like historians and just like great artists and like creatives, but like also like the collaboration and like the events, the chain of events that happened, and like the competing and the competitiveness between like Rockefeller and then like the other people during the Industrial Revolution and shit. Like it was a lot of that stuff is kind of like how we got to where we are. And I feel like now that we went to the moon and like we never went back. No one ever talks about it, and it's just like we don't even go to the bottom of our oceans. We have all this money. Instead, we all fight with each other instead of just pooling together, and like somehow like I don't know. We've been on this planet for this long. You know, like I just look at it like if I was in charge and I had billions of dollars, like I would definitely be doing exactly what Elon Musk is doing, trying to go to Mars and like what else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
argue with the stupid people on Twitter and all this or on X and all this dumb shit now. Like if I had that kind of money, I would definitely be trying to like go back to that. Like I always was inspired by like seeing and reading about those people in history, like Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, like all these people. Like, and I think that's why I did well in history. Is because I actually like cared about it. I liked it. Like
absolutely.
And like that can be said about anything in my life. Like if I actually genuinely like doing it, I'm good at it because I enjoy it. If I don't, then I don't give a fuck. And I don't pay attention and I don't care. That's just always how I've been. Which I'm not saying it's good, but you know. It's the neighbor.
Oh my goodness, bro.
It was a rant. I was cooking.
No, you really were, man. Honestly, we should have like a regular segment where we talk about stuff like this, because that was really fascinating. You know a lot.
I know a sliver compared to a lot of people, but I try to... I'm not
saying you're
Neil
deGrasse Tyson.
No. But I appreciate it, but I try to be...
You have the curiosity.
Yeah. And you have the bi-curiosity. Or bi-curious, I think it is.
You let that
show. No, but for real, boys, we deserve to have some more subscribers. Like, y'all need to like our videos. Like, I feel like in 50 years, like this won't be a problem. Obviously, I want to be popping like now, but it's like
50 years.
I'm just saying, like, imagine like people like stumbling upon this, like, because like if the internet's still like there's
like a time capsule, basically. Right.
Did you say 50 years?
Yeah. Like this episode, like how many views this episode will have, like, because right now it's fucking nothing, but like with time.
Yeah, you know what? I think
of Joe Rogan, like his episodes in 50 years. Them shits are gonna have like 200 million views.
His already has that.
What?
No,
dude. He already has that number of views now.
Not per episode though. Not per episode.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Whatever.
We have 10 views right now. I'm saying in 50 years we'll probably have like a few million on this.
Why are you talking about 50 years from now?
That's what I'm thinking about, bro. That's what I do this shit for. I don't do it for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
I think he's saying, like, that's more of a, like, 5 to 10 year look.
Yeah,
like,
true.
50 years, you're going to be, like...
50 years, yeah.
Alive in 50 years.
Yes, I am. What?
I'll be 70. What are you talking about? 73.
Yes, you will.
You'll be what? You'll be 78? Some
whatever.
shit?
We'll be the fucking neighbors living on our fucking plot of land.
Me and
I'm gonna be on my deathbed, just being like
drinking old style.
It's the neighbors.
It's the motherfucking neighbors.
Play me out. Play me out, Spandu Ballet.
Play Spandu Ballet at my
Spandu Ballet.
That's all I ask. That's all I ask. And crack an old style.
Dude, you know I will pour an old style
It's
in your
been a
casket.
while.
Open casket, pour it on you, close the casket.
Oh my god, that would be
Go up,
rockets.
whisper, "Fuck you, Scott," and then leave.
Fuck you, Slatty.
You had it coming, you son of a bitch.
I told your ass I was gonna murk you.
You thought that old style tasted weird? That last one?
Finally got canceled, Poppy.
Alright, now we're whispering and
But you know what? Honestly, I think what we need to do to gain traction is what we've already been doing. I mean, we got the, episodes coming out weekly on lock.
You need to do a few.
We're starting from the bottom, and you know what? Right now, it's not going to be glamorous. It's not going to be, all fun in the sun. Going on vacations and,
your ass is going on vacation February 2nd.
Hey, well,
what you talking about? The rest of us are grinding.
Well, that's my day job.
Is that your first time going out of the country?
Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
Oh, really?
I mean, I would say
it's a United States territory. It's not a state, technically.
Yeah, I would say it's out of the United States.
Well.
No, I've been to Mexico before.
Damn, I have not been out of the country. I'm jealous.
Yep.
I told Sydney I'm getting my passport next year.
Yeah.
You said on the podcast that you were getting your passport this year.
I mean, there's still time, but I'm just being realistic because I know it takes a long time just to get verified.
Yeah,
even if I started
months.
the paperwork right now, it takes a few weeks or sometimes months to actually get everything all ready.
You got nothing but time.
Shit, nothing but time, but that time is being spent here, plotting YouTube videos, podcasts, trying to be interesting, trying to give good content to y'all, not put out garbage. I don't want to just get on here and talk about dumb shit. I mean, obviously a good mixture of dumb shit, but
sometimes
also
it can't be helped.
Exactly, but you also got to be providing some kind of value. You have to be insightful or providing something in some way, whether it's entertainment or it's knowledge or it's whatever it is.
I feel like right now we're walking on such a tightrope where it's just a amalgamation of motivation,
bits and pieces, a little bit of this
stories. I mean, today has been just absolutely chaotic, and I love it.
Yeah, it literally. This video is going to be titled "Space." No Nut November or jerking off space.
Jerking off in space.
There it is.
Steven painting his nails, jerking off, and space exploration. The titles of our pods are always so funny.
Oh my goodness! You should see the one that I did.
I'm excited to hear this recent episode.
Oh yeah.
Belle and I were actually listening through 4 or 5 of ours through the other night, just sitting, just skipping through parts and just listening. Yeah.
Wow.
Because she was listening to him. I came into the bedroom and she was I was like, oh babe, I was like, you listening to a podcast? She was like, yeah. She's like, I gotta make sure I like it before I actually subscribe and comment and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, you saying that? Right. I was like, I'm fighting words, but
Belle, give us 5 stars.
She already did.
Your ass is canceled.
All right, everybody else.
Not the Chris Brown you.
Hit that rating.
Yeah, well,
I'm joking.
You know what? Maybe one day Courtney will listen. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
See. I'm not.
She still hasn't.
No.
See, and she said the same shit about the 2023 video, but you know how that went. So case closed.
Done and dusted.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not gonna be 23 forever, Scott. So we need to
Enjoy
start
while it lasts.
laying some pipe,
laying some bricks.
I always do.
Bricks and.
I did today actually twice.
Wow.
Sid, when you hear this, you already know what's up, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Shit, we might have to make it a hat trick when I get off the pod and go home after this.
Oh my goodness. All right, Einstein.
Shit, I mean, it's November, Thanksgiving's coming, and I gave her that Thanksgiving stuffing, so it's the neighbors, you know what I'm saying? What? Steven can talk about jerking off in November, but I say something that it's out of pocket?
Yeah, but that involves somebody else.
Yes, it doesn't care. Okay. It's a true story. I didn't embellish.
Hey, there you go.
What? Oh, are we gonna get canceled by your one friend?
Oh man!
Hey, when you hear this,
one friend.
We're not editing the video. We're not editing the video.
Well, yeah.
I had sex. He fucked your bitch.
Oh my goodness! No, well, I don't think I told you this, but I was talking to Zevin about it because I was really upset. But one of my friends listened to the pod, and I told a story about him, which he was upset about. And he essentially called me over the phone and canceled our friendship. It was almost kind of like in a movie. He was like, "We're done.
Don't come by my house.
Don't call me.
I'm sorry.
Don't come by my house.
And it was,
we're done.
And it was his birthday. It's gonna be his birthday next
week.
Got
Diary of a Wimpy Kid dumped.
And he said, "Don't come to my birthday. You know,
you're uninvited.
You're uninvited to my birthday.
Send the invitation back."
So that happens.
Really?
So I'm just trying to be more mindful about what I say.
Trying to be less of a dumbass.
It's hard. Sometimes I have to be conscious, especially before I just kind of start.
You think about it more when you actually do a podcast and shit, and you hear yourself. Like me, like for example, when I listen back, I'm like, okay, yeah, I sound like a retard right there. Shouldn't have mentioned that. Okay, that was funny, but
yeah.
I feel like you don't do that as much.
It comes with practice.
If you're not on camera, you don't always think about what you say.
So you kind of need to self-censor in the moment.
And that's the thing is like with us three, it's like we're all so comfortable and talk to each other on such a regular basis with no filter whatsoever between each other, and it's just like it's hard to also kind of, all right, look at each other, everyone.
Yeah.
Bring it in, and obviously we don't filter by any means like what we're going to talk about, but at least.
Well, everyone has different thresholds of what they find
offensive,
appropriate, or insulting. Yeah. And I crossed the line. Quite personally, I don't really think that I did, but if somebody said that
from their perspective, that they felt
it's true. And some,
well, some extent of it, yeah.
I'm not.
It's true that they felt harassed or
they're entitled to their own feelings and opinions.
Yeah. So. I'm sorry. But, that's...
Steven's sorry. Forgive him and give him that invite to the B-Day party
No
back.
Nut November, or, well, for Steven, it's Jerking Off November, but... Jerk Off November, paint your nails. God damn it.
That's funny. Oh, man. All right.
I don't want to end on that. Like, I don't like, all right, Steven's game, the neighbors. It's the neighbors.
The neighbors. They says.